It's time for the Cinemassacre
podcast. But first, a message from today's sponsor. Are you ready for wallets? Ring wallets! It's time to ditch your old, bulky, worn-out wallet, like the Forged Ash wallet, military chic wallet, and obsolete old wallet. Is that enough wallet? Hoorah! We really love it, but apparently so do 40,000 others. They even have other products too, like the knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife. This is certainly a knife.
Now that that's over, I'd like to do a little State of the Union address here on October. Was certainly a hell of a month for all of us. James is currently knee-deep writing and getting episode 200 ready. Hope you like that. Monster Madness, as you may know, was, So, yeah, just wanted to say hi, because I'm not in this episode. See you later.
Welcome to the Cinemassacre podcast. This is a Rex Viper special edition. We got most of Rex Viper here right now. I wanted to get everybody here if possible, but it was just, very difficult. Just to give a shout out to all the other members. We Adam on bass, Justin doing backup vocals, and the hype man. And Kieran did some guitar. Yeah. And Jeff, because he's in a small apartment, and even with electronic drums, it's really loud. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't have time to record for us, unfortunately, or make it, fly all the way to the show because it used up all his vacation time. For sure. But, let's tell you really quick the origin of the band, like how this all started. So we got together to practice one time, just to, figure out what our sound was going to be, what we were going to do, and we rented out this weird place. We show up, and then we're loading in all of our equipment and everything, and we got all our gear and our amps and everything, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of guys show up, and they're wearing sunglasses, even though this is night, and they got brass knuckles and shit. I'm like, brass knuckles? Then they got a club with spikes on it and chains. And these guys are gonna kick our ass. They're gonna steal all our gear. Mm-hmm. If we're lucky, we'll lose our gear. Sure. Worst case scenario, we're gonna lose our lives. And in a flash, I just saw this silhouette of this guy just standing in the alley, and I heard one of the guys just yell, "Oh shit, it's Rex Viper!" And they just ran. And we're like, who is Rex Viper? We didn't have a name for the band yet, Whoever this guy was the bane of their existence. This guy meant business. We named the band after Rex Viper.
And now if we see those guys, they run screaming
this is for you, Rex Viper.
Yeah.
So
thanks,
maybe...
Please don't sue us.
He's not really a tough guy. He's actually kind of insecure with himself. Now, of course, the real story is this band was formed out of quarantine in the middle of 2020. Just to introduce everybody here, if you want to just go down the table here, James Harding.
Sure, yeah.
From Villainist.
James Harding from Villainist. So, yeah, we started off kind of making original Sega Genesis sounding music using the Gen MDM, which you can use to sort of turn the Genesis into a MIDI synthesizer. So, as to the story as to how I got involved with this, I'm kind of sweating my balls off. I just get a text going do you want to sing Mighty Wings? And I said, yeah. So I had nothing to do.
And then going down the table, Brad.
Yes, I'm Brad.
Yeah, you are.
Hi, Brad.
Hi. Started talking about practicing possibly with Rex Viper. The story was written.
Cool.
James, it's me. All right.
Oh yeah, there are 3 Jameses.
I was gonna say
yes.
I'm one of 3 Jameses, and also we're sort of bookending the thing. There's a James here,
right.
James
Yeah,
here.
this
James.
was rehearsed. Someone will have the answer.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I'm James from Epic Game Music. I have a YouTube channel. You reached out to me for the Mighty Wings thing, and just with the general concept.
That's one to it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Oh yeah, and I also produce most of the music. So if anyone has any problems with that, you can send them to me.
Anyway, Dino, can we move the mic over to you?
Hi, I'm Dino, and I'm in a band called Cheap Dinosaurs, and I play keyboards. But I also play for Rex Viper. Yeah.
And we were acquainted 20 years ago.
That's true. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Surreal.
Mm-hmm. We didn't hang out a lot, but we definitely did hang out before you. Yeah. Well, anyway. So go on.
Go on.
If you have more, okay.
I don't have very much, you know. I don't.
So the idea of the band is sort of like all the game tunes and training montages that you remember. But there's a lot of video game tunes that we want to do. Have we talk about our favorite video game soundtracks or songs in particular? So yeah, I don't know. Whoever wants to start, just go for it.
All right, so like probably my favorite soundtrack, Final Fantasy IV.
Okay.
Like
It's a good one. It's okay.
But it's just so interesting because like is sort of like but like
Cool.
but like
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with Final Fantasy IV.
Starts slow and
Speeds out.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
That's what I mean. I have some in my phone, but I'm gonna try not to. Because I like jazz, and I'm really into golf games.
I like the soundtrack to NES Golf. It sounds like this. It sounds like.
This might happen. Don't get too excited. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And that's one that I've listened to since it came out, right? And
Wow, because when I look at it on camera, I just see what the guitar looks like when I'm looking down at it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay. So I just really like playing it with that in that tuning because it just feels like the strings are more relaxed and just the way, All right, well, we're gonna go get ready for the show. So look forward to some of our new songs, and we'll see you later.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Cinemassacre podcast. See you next Tuesday. Remember to like this episode, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below.
And I heard one of the guys just yell, "Eat a cock!"
perfect.
Sounded out.